Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and children of all ages. Right, I would definitely regret this if I didn't try it because it sounds absolutely incredible. Right, here goes. I got that the day. I went because I needed a shirt, but I won't go into all that. But anyhow, I needed a shirt, so we were going to Home Bargains to return something. Got some energy drinks, then went up to Asda, had a look at the shirts, got a shirt, then we went along and just had a look at everything. I got some energy drinks in Home Bargains beforehand. Just went in to get myself a shirt, a snack, and something like that. So it's Itsu. Itsu or something. Chili miso rice noodle pot. Like a pot noodle. Pour the boiling water up to the film lid in the like inside where it tells you. But before that you squeeze all the chili miso paste into it and then you try it. Right. After 5 minutes that is. And it's definitely been 5 minutes now. Right, here goes. This is still going to be absolutely incredibly boiling. Right, here goes. Ah, because it rolls off of the spoon. Spoon, fork. Oh, the noodles are weird. Oh, the sauce hasn't had time to thicken up, so it's very watery. And the noodles have got the softest, slimiest texture. Oh, for God's sake. That red miso paste and honey I've got down the stairs is better than this. And that's chili and miso. Create noodles and broth we can eat with pride and joy, you to us. I suppose it's nice and heartwarming and like comforting. Like it's salty and spicy and warming. And then the noodles get a little tiny bit of thickness because of like the starch that's on the noodles. Rice noodles with chili and ginger, miso, base broth, pasta and dried spring onions, including rice noodles, tropical starch, salt, broth paste, miso, water, soybeans, rice, salt water, oil, alcohol, sugar, yeast extract, seasonings. Well, it's very, 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 actually quite refreshing, but the noodles are no nice. If the noodles were thicker and a bit more al dente and a bit like a substance, then they would be nicer. Or, if there was a tiny wee bit more broth and the broth actually stick to the noodles, it would be more oomphed and intense and have a stronger flavour. It tastes a wee bit like beef. Wait there. Nah, you can't taste any miso. I'd love to get fresh miso one day. One day when I go to an Asian market, I'll try and find like a wee block or a jar of miso paste. I think you use miso paste the exact same way you would use either tinned anchovies or like fish sauce. You just put it in to thicken up a broth and to give it saltiness. Aye, the noodles are horrible. They're overcooked. Vegan, gluten-free and restaurant inspired. No wonder. That's why it tastes quite... Aye, I would say a bit like just 5% no oomphed. It's because it's vegan. Aye, there's no like animal fat in it, that's why, and there's no like starch, so it's no gain its thickness. Aye, that's why. It's lighter than normal, aye, well, non-vegan or gluten-free food. That's why. It'd have a lot more flavour if it wasn't vegan or gluten-free, but it's nice. Glad I'm trying it. Definitely though, if I read it properly, I would have put it back and got something else. But with miso paste in it. So if I know what I know now though, I would have squeezed in a tiny little bit of the red miso and honey, aye, that I've got in the stairs. Because I really need to start finishing that because it'll be out of date soon and I've not used it in ages. I use miso honey and hot honey on ice cream or just a wee tiny sprinkle on top of pistachio cream on a sandwich. Right, I'm going to finish that and have some thicker chocolate cookies that I've got chocolate in the middle and have a double chocolate chunky Kit Kat. Aye, so I'll have to try that right now because I need to. Just need a bit of supper and substance. But in the last, I would say 9 days though, I've been eating less, but maybe often, but not as much. So like, I've been eating maybe about the same, but less of the same. Aye, so no, it's like calorific and fatty stuff. Just lighter stuff in smaller portions, but quite often. Aye, so, and I feel a difference, so that's what I'm going to stick to. Anyhow, I definitely, no matter what, even though it's still not completely fully, like either vegan or, like fat-free and healthy, I've just ate less of it, and it's better, so I'll try that from now on. Anyhow, I would recommend that if you just wanted something heartwarming like a soup. So it's Isma, us, utas, chili miso rice noodle pot for Asda. Aye, nice. So now and again, I'm gonna try something that's completely vegan or vegetarian and gluten-free. Right, tatty by you filthy animals, and look out for miso paste. Because I'm going to look it up, and I'll do a whole video about it, because it's like the Asians' version of shrimp paste or fish sauce. But bye!